Jurassic Park has been a staple in our collective imagination for decades. The thought of bringing dinosaurs back to life is exciting and terrifying at the same time. But what if this dream were not as far-fetched as we think? Recently, scientists have made some groundbreaking discoveries in the field of genetic engineering that make the idea of resurrecting these prehistoric creatures more plausible than ever before. In this video, we will discuss the latest research and findings that could bring us one step closer to seeing a Jurassic Park-style theme park in our lifetime. So sit back, relax, and let's take a look at the reality of Jurassic Park. Genetic engineering is a powerful tool that can be used to manipulate an organism's genes in a variety of ways. In recent years, scientists have made significant progress in understanding the genetic makeup of dinosaurs by studying their preserved DNA in fossils. They've also developed new techniques for editing genes with unprecedented precision. This has led many people to wonder if it's now possible to use genetic engineering to bring dinosaurs back from extinction. One of the most exciting breakthroughs in gene editing came with the development of CRISPR-Cas9 technology. This system allows scientists to target specific sections of DNA and modify them in various ways, including cutting out unwanted genes or inserting new ones. The potential applications for this technology are endless, but it's especially promising for those interested in resurrecting dinosaurs. However, despite these advances in genetic engineering, we are still far from being able to bring dinosaurs back to life. There are several reasons for this. First, the process of extracting usable DNA from fossils is extremely difficult. The DNA has to be so degraded that only small fragments remain, making it almost impossible to assemble into a complete genome. Even if we could extract enough usable DNA to assemble a genome, we still wouldn't be able to edit it with CRISPR-Cas9 technology. That's because this technology works best on intact cells, and dinosaur cells would have degraded too much over time to be viable targets. Another major issue is that even if we could edit dinosaur DNA, we still wouldn't know how to use it. We don't have the technology to create a viable dinosaur embryo, let alone bring it to term. Finally, there are ethical concerns surrounding the resurrection of dinosaurs. Many people believe that it is simply too dangerous to bring back creatures that could potentially wipe out large swaths of humans and other species. Despite these challenges, some scientists are still pursuing the dream of bringing dinosaurs back to life. One researcher who has been studying the feasibility of this idea is Dr. Jack Horner from the University of Montana. Drive Homer has made some interesting discoveries about the genetics of birds, which are the closest living relatives of dinosaurs. His research suggests that birds may retain some dinosaur DNA in their genomes, which could potentially be used to create a chimeric creature with both bird and dinosaur characteristics. Another scientist who is working on similar lines of research is Dr. Jordan Mallon from the University of Toronto. He believes that by studying the development of modern birds, we can learn how dinosaurs developed and may be able to recreate some of their features through genetic engineering. So while the prospect of resurrecting dinosaurs using genetic engineering remains a distant one, scientists are still making progress towards understanding the genetics of these ancient creatures. The dream of Jurassic Park may eventually become a reality, but it will require a lot more time, research, and technological advancements. But what if we could find a way to bring dinosaurs back to life without using genetic engineering? A new study has revealed that scientists have found a way to turn stem cells into dinosaurs by turning off certain genes in chicken embryos. This was done by suppressing the expression of 7 genes in chicken embryos using a technique called RNA interference. The resulting embryos developed into what the researchers described as a type of dinosaur-like bird. While this research is still in its early stages, it does offer a potential new approach to bringing dinosaurs back to life without the need for genetic engineering. It also raises ethical questions about the nature of dinosaurs and whether they can be considered alive if they recreated in a laboratory. The idea of creating a living dinosaur by turning off certain genes in chicken embryos is an intriguing one. By doing so, scientists can essentially reverse engineer the evolutionary process and create a creature that more closely resembles its ancestral counterpart. However, this research has also sparked ethical debates about what it means to be a dinosaur and whether these artificially created creatures should be considered alive. Some argue that since these dinosaurs are created in a laboratory setting, they're not truly natural and therefore shouldn't be classified as living dinosaurs. Others argue that since they share many characteristics with their prehistoric ancestors, they should be considered alive. It is important to note that this research is still in its early stages and the resulting dinosaur-like birds aren't exactly what we typically imagine when we think of dinosaurs. They're more like a hybrid between a bird and a reptile with some dinosaur-like features. However, as scientists continue to experiment with this technique, we may eventually see the creation of more true-to-life dinosaurs. In conclusion, while the dream of Jurassic Park may seem like a far-fetched fantasy, recent breakthroughs in genetic engineering and the discovery of dinosaur-like birds have brought us one step closer to seeing these creatures in real life. Although we are still far from being able to create a living dinosaur, who knows what the future may hold? With continued research and technological advancements, we may one day be able to marvel at the sight of a real-life dinosaur roaming the earth once again. But what do you think? Is the resurrection of dinosaurs using genetic engineering possible? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. We appreciate your support and hope you continue to tune in for more exciting content. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.